little stinker. Oh my goodness, guys. Now it's time to go for our walk and start crossing off our non-negotiables. So if you guys are doing the fitness culture challenge, we have some non-negotiables. One of them is get some morning sunlight while on a walk or just moving in the morning sunlight. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go for a walk. Let mom sleep. Definitely not very sunny out here, but even though it's not super sunny, getting up, light movement, walking, especially in the morning, is gonna help with so many things. First things, circadian rhythm. So get up, move with the sun. It's gonna help with joints. So getting up, walking, obviously getting movement in there. It's gonna help with lymphatic drainage. So this is the big thing, like why I wanted to start implementing this into our fitness culture challenges, because I think there's a tons of benefits. It helps reduce cortisol spikes. So in the morning, obviously our cortisol is super high. We can get out here and do this. And then even just creativity, starting your day off right. And then blood flow, like I was talking about with the joints and everything like that. Blood flow is gonna be promoted. It makes you feel good to get your body moving. Good job, we did it. Can I have that? Come here. Okay. Warm though. That gets you warm. All right, next up, hydrate, caffeinate. Coffee, water, let's go. Early morning sunlight walk is one of those things. We already went over that. Number 2, hit my water goal for the day. I am notoriously bad unless I have water in front of me. So hydration, and then macros. Counting macros is gonna be a big one. My goal today is to count macros. My macros right now, because I'm looking to gain weight as I do a lot more cardio, is going to be 230 to 240 grams protein, 425 to 435 carbs, and then 95 to 100 grams fat. So that should put me at a place where I'm gaining some substantial weight. Got my coffee here in the morning. I got oat milk creamer in it. We'll be entering that into my Fitness Pal, which is where I've always kind of tracked my meals. Our fitness app has kind of bases it on your activity level, your goals, your age, your height, your weight, body fat, and then it gives you your macros. So that's one of the great things about our fitness culture app. And the other things we got to do today, non-negotiables besides working out, we got to hit 10 minutes of mobility outside of the gym. So it can be in the morning, it could be in the night. I typically do mine more in the night. So just doing some stretching, that's a huge one for me. And then also we have 10 minutes of reading. So it can be whatever you want. We've just found that if you can force yourself to read, and I want to say force because reading's actually, when I get into it, I get into it. But just being consistent every single day, 10 minutes of reading can be the Bible, it can be something fun, fiction, nonfiction, whatever you want, self-help, whatever that is, do that as well. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and then I'm gonna make breakfast.
30 protein.
A lot.
30 protein, 100 carbs, and 39 fat. I have no idea what your macros are, sweetheart. It's okay, we won't worry about counting macros until you're 5.
All right, here is the breakfast. I have my oats. There's actually quick oats and then also a packet of oats because I like the way that packet tastes. It's like a flavored one, brown sugar. Also have chia seeds in there, a little bit of almond milk. Obviously in my coffee, I had a tablespoon of the oat milk creamer, 3 whole eggs, Chobani yogurt, and a banana. 87 grams carbs, 26 grams fat, and 46 grams protein. So for all of my protein today, I try to keep it between 40 and 50 grams per meal. So that's morning meal. Obviously a lot of carbs. Got to get over 400 grams of carbs today to have those carbs high. But yeah, breakfast of champions. Your breakfast. You're such a freaking good eater. And this dude just loves any food you drop, just go straight to the bulldog. Time to head to the gym. I try to get to the gym around 10 every day and be there from 10 to 2, work out, get work done. With a baby, that's not always easy. I got my intro workout, post-workout today. Post-workout today, we might be grabbing Mo Betta's. Mo Betta's is a Hawaiian place. Trying to eat out less, but I have my go-tos that if I need something in a pinch, I can do it. Today's intro workout's like a Powerade Gatorade thing for my carbs, and then an Isopure for my protein. And then like an hour and a half after that, I'll get my meal, which will be steak, chicken, rice, basically. And then we'll make dinner tonight. And then there'll be another snack. I don't know if that's gonna get us there. I don't know if that's gonna get us there to our macros. We might have to add one more meal into the mix. That's where I go, I'm just not eating enough. Like, it's hard to get 240 grams of protein or 400 plus grams of carbs in only 4 or 5 meals. Like, it's a lot easier to eat 40 grams of protein 6 times a day as opposed to 50 grams 5 times a day. It's just 50 grams is a lot of protein, like in a post-workout shake or whatnot. It's like, I need that 6th meal. So, all right, gotta go on the main road. Wednesday on the Everyday Athlete program. Okay, just got done drinking my pre-workout, consisting of creatine, some L-carnitine, caffeine. Gonna go down and start stretching. It's gonna be juicy. We also have, later on today, we have a live with Everyday Athlete group on the Facebook. So busy day here. I'll see you guys downstairs. We're in the workout section of this video now, so thanks for making it here. Trying to eat more today because on this Everyday Athlete program, we have a lot of work, especially when we start adding in that running. Making sure that I eat enough is paramount right now. Today's training, full body splits on this. We have an upper body focus on explosiveness, so an upper body speed day, and then a lower body focusing on some strength movement. We're gonna jump into this, always making sure we get a good warm up. I'm gonna take you guys through one round of the warm up today, just to show you the difference between maybe a warm up that you think you're doing and a fitness culture warm up. Big difference. We pride ourselves in priming the body, the central nervous system, making sure we're prepared, not to just lift weights, but to perform athletic movements. Let's jump into it. Got our half kneeling press. Want to make sure we just keep a nice tight core. From here, we're just pressing straight up, 8 reps each arm. Our non-negotiables today, the things we gotta make sure hit. We got our morning walk-in. We've been tracking macros, that's a big one. 10 minutes of stretching outside the gym. Now, if you can't do it outside the gym, feel free to do it before or after your workout. But I really am a big fan of stretching before you go to bed to help you get into better sleep. Hydration and hitting macros is key. Look at all these colors I got going on. Holy cow. Shout out to my wife for the hydro jug. This is my intra workout carbs. One serving is 21 grams of sugar. It's the only time I'm gonna deliberately get sugars during this workout. Fast carbs. Do have an Isopure. I like Isopures. This one only has 32 grams, 0 carbs, 0 fat. Lactose free. I like it because it just feels like drinking water. So last thing for warm-ups, just warming up that CNS. First thing, Olympic lifting. We got some cleans. Set up basically thumb grip from the smooth part on the bar, so just outside shoulder width barely. Enough to where if we wanted to do a clean, we're setting it in that right position. But we're not gonna be bringing it to the chest. We're just doing a clean pull. So we're gonna get down, crack the knees, hinge at the hips, right? As soon as it hits knee level, I'm going to pause for a second, and then I'm gonna explode and shrug. Triple extension, meaning we're up on our toes, knees are extended, hips are extended. We'll throw some weight on that, work up to 70% of our clean max.
Used to make me the food, then I would climb the highest tree just to see what I could see. Yeah, scuffed my pants from running all the time. Nights were long and the days went by. Pretty girls would never answer me. We're supersetting our clean pulls with a PVC pipe thoracic rotation. This one is a great movement to work on
mobility in that upper part of our thoracic spine. So this is a great one for anyone who's looking to rotate, to get better extension in a golf swing. When I say extension, we're talking thoracic extension, especially at the top of the movement. How we're gonna set up for this, you don't have to quite sit all the way back on your heels. If you're like me, I get a little pinch in my quads doing that. So we're gonna be back, but in a comfortable position. Here, we're gonna set up in a grip, overhand on one side, on the bottom side, and then supinated on the top part. From there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a slider to then slide across the ground and get a stretch. Now, as we get this stretch, we don't want this lower back to do much work. We want the thoracic part of our spine to do the work. So we're gonna extend and actually drop lower. And you'll feel it in that upper part of your back. 3 reps. Whoa. What you don't want to have happen again, you don't want to start leaning and let your lower body move out of the way. We want to just keep it right. Keep the arms as straight as possible. And back, and then switch sides. Again, great movement. Make sure your hand placement's correct. Whoa, one side's always gonna be a little bit tighter. So really it feels like I'm pushing with this hand, pulling back with this hand. Love that one, especially for golfers. So I did notice that in the app, we have these from the ground. So again, I'm not gonna be doing them from the ground because my lower back starts getting a little bit pingy, but I'll show you one good rep from the ground. So we'd be here, we'd actually start this position, bum down, chest up, shrug, drop, repeat. I don't have I have a super long torso. Going from the ground, not an ideal movement for me. So I'm gonna be picking it up and just going from just below the knee. Okay guys, up next we got some speed work. So this is a band resisted bench press singles from lockout, meaning we've set this up. Now if you don't have these to use, you could always do a dumbbell, put bands around those dumbbells. You can see we've set it up to where these bands are on the same path. They're not just straight down, they're on the same path as I'm taking from my chest. So you can see the bands on the bottom here aren't directly under, they're forward. And that's gonna help us with our bar path, meaning it's not gonna pull us back or forward. What we're doing is we're gonna be setting up normal bench press, and then we're gonna just essentially passive drop and then explode at the chest, trying to do it as fast as possible. That's where that plyometric, that speed work for the chest comes into play. Going nice and light, especially for this first rep. Setting up, feet, heels pressing through the ground, get my glutes on it, and then so you don't have to pull the bar down, just let it drop at the chest, then we're exploding and pressing up. So with our banded bench press, we have 2 more exercises. The first one, pin lay row, again, doing this for speed. So we're gonna be setting up off of the ground. Essentially, we're doing singles here as well. We're gonna reset after each rep. So with a pin lay row, our goal isn't to have a ton of movement with this upper body. We wanna brace the core, hips goes back, we pull up to just below our sternum. That's where I'm trying to pull up to, boom. And again, I'm trying to limit the amount of back extension I have with this. So setting up here, everything's locked in. Quickness today is what we're all doing, firing quick. Next movement, we got 75 seconds rest. During that rest period, we're gonna be doing 3 reps on each side of just a reach and lunge. So if you have a PVC pipe or maybe a dowel, we're gonna be setting up with our slider underneath. Reverse lunge, stretch, 3 reps each side. Kind of priming our body for the lower body, but also just getting really deep into that hip. And and then take the rest of the 75 seconds, get a drink, do what you need to before we got our next set of bench press. Again, the hardest thing is if you start getting wobbly, these bands, like if you're not using a correct path, they're gonna really accentuate that. So as we set up for this, we're wanting to really work on stability in this position. Drop, catch, boom. Have you ever heard Laffy Taffy? Just listen to this for a second. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. That Laffy Taffy. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. All right, last set here. Last set. Last set. Oh, we're moving it. We're moving it. All right, we got our lower body portion coming up now. Moved quickly through our speed section. Lower body now. Next up, so this is our lower body hypertrophy day. We got 10, 8, 6, 6 for reps, working to 80% of a 1 rep max back squat. So we'll be doing these with a TKE. Weights in my front foot up on the toe. Then I'm just basically stomping that down, working on those stabilizing muscles around that knee. If you guys have healthy lower back, I love a good back squat. For me, risk isn't worth the reward right now. We start getting super heavy on this. I love the fact that this still hits my glutes, quads, but the pressure is completely off my lower back, which again, when we're doing bent over rows and things like that, I really only got so many reps in the lower back. Next superset we got for lower body, we got a reverse lunge with our slider here. So if you don't have a slider, I definitely recommend getting one. We got 8 reps, 6 reps, and 5 reps using a 2 count eccentric. Yeah, okay, straight into a RDL, single leg. That is a hell of a superset. First extra set of this last superset is going to be a glute ham raise. Difference is, instead of just going down and coming up, we're actually going to do it with a load above our head. So on the eccentric part, to not just drop, it's controlled. 1, 2, 3. Stop here, pull to the chest, come up. Oof. If you can't do that, drop the weight. If you can't do that, get some assistance. But the main thing is staying under control. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Control nice and tight with the core. Explode up. Whew. And we're supersetting that with just a standard calf raise. Finish it off, hitting some calves. All in all, Really good day. Got humbled a little bit on those RDLs, but for the most part, feeling really good about that lower body section. Need to go get something to eat after I finish my Powerade over there and just track those macros. If you guys have any questions on the Fitness Culture app, you can always feel free to reach out to me or Fitness Culture on Instagram. We'll get back to you on there. And yeah, let's finish the day off strong with those non-negotiables.
Right now I'm headed home to make some lunch. Lunch is gonna be some grass-fed beef, rice, broccoli. Pretty basic. I like eating pretty basic like 80% of the time. So that's what we're gonna have for lunch. Guys, don't look now. Your boy's doing some meal prep. Don't look now. We got rice cooking. We got ground beef cooking. And some easy steamable broccoli florets. 240, or we'll go 250 grams of rice. All even and ready to be eaten. This is meal number 3. I guess I'm counting that intra workout, and I actually had a beef stick. I didn't show you guys. One of those Chomps beef sticks. I had that, the Powerade, and I had my protein drink. So kind of behind on my meals. But we're catching up in a hurry with this meal. I'm gonna throw some sriracha on it. Have a Coke Zero. What are these? Are these called Chomps? What are they called? Yeah, this is what I had. 0 sugar. Just sitting here eating my big freaking meal. And just looking at Instagram stories. Shout out to David. I mean, he messages me quite a bit. He just probably gave me one of my favorite messages of all time. He responded to the post I did of Harvey today wearing her little princess outfit. He said, not gonna lie, I've liked you since the bodyblend.com days. I like you more through these weird political times. I have been pretty vocal in that. But I like you most watching you grow this little family. Don't even know you, but it makes me proud, LOL. And I just responded, honestly, man, that's one of the best messages I've ever received. Thank you. Thank you, David. It means a lot. Yeah, gotta get back to eating. Oh my goodness, just got back home. Oh, hi. We had our Facebook Live with everyone in the Fitness Culture app and everyone doing our challenge. Got home, played with this little one. We did we danced the Beauty and the Beast, and now it's dinner time. We got pasta, so I'll have 2 servings of pasta. 1 serving is 56 grams. So 2 servings of that will be roughly around 100 carbs. So carbs late at night. Plus our little beehive meals. This is fettuccine Alfredo. And 1 cup of this 42 grams protein, which will leave me about 35 grams protein for the rest of the night.
Creamy.
The creamy. We use this bad boy for our Ninja Creamy. Hi, watch this. Hi, Pumpkin. Oh, you're such a good eater.
My forehead looks like a bowling ball. It's so shiny.
Hi, Pumpkin.
He's having some face,
She
Jack.
has some pasta in her mouth still.
Oh.
We just try to make Harvey eat what we eat. So she's had steak, she had eggs and avocado for breakfast, so she's living well. What's in here?
This one's the pineapple one. It's
So-
like pineapple Dole Whip.
42 grams of protein?
Yeah.
All right. I got this, and then I got my last thing of the night. Stretching.
Oh.
No, stretching, no, Tim Tams. This is so dark. Hope you guys can see it. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely eat this up because it's delicious. Baby girl is in bed. Macros are hit, or close to hit. Definitely the most food I've ate in a while. And now, 10 minutes of stretching. Babe, what's the book I'm reading right now? What's it called? The one you, what is it? The Housemaid. So I'm trying to get into this new book. It's so-so, but stretching and reading will be done. What time is it right now? Is it 10:30? It's a little bit late for us. We usually like to be in bed by 10 because the chances of baby girl waking up are pretty high, and I'll be up at 6 with her. So anyhow, signing off. Appreciate you guys. Good night.